Back at it again with another episode, another video. My name is Dr. Champagne, disc player. My phrase is keep it champagne. Ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit. Speech and behavior are to be of high quality or best version of self. So, keep it champagne is a champion mentality, a champion, a winner, a person that is of success. Ability to go from failure to failure without losing momentum. Today's message is about exponential growth, wellness, health, and love. Just basically how you're operating day after day, moment after moment, step after step. It's a process where you are on your own timeline, your own process, and you're not following what the world is doing. You're following your own path, your own yellow brick road, so to say. Topic number one is what I'm going to say is bulk season. Bulk season. And what do I mean by that? When you do things in bulk, think of Costco, think of Sam's, think of fitness, think of things where it's time to gain some weight. Think of gaining calories or your intake. That's what I mean when I say bulk season. Your intake. How much can you intake to bulk up in order to prepare for something? So bulk season is not just intaking something, it's preparing for something. So you're bulking up to prepare for something. And with bulk season, it's the weather right now is cold. It's colder. It's icy. It's frost. It's snow. It's sleet. It's whatever you want to call it. Bulk season requires a new mentality, and I don't mean new mentality not of a champion. I mean mentality to understand that the environment has changed. My attire has changed. My pursuit for greatness has changed to counter the elements. My determination has changed due to the elements. My vehicle may change due to the elements. My skills and tools may have to adapt. So bulk season is not just putting on a new outfit. It's having a different gear within the champion mentality to weather the storm. To be able to have the compact nature and weight and a body to go forward. A bulk season. Even currently, people buy all toilet paper and what they buy it in bulk because they're trying to not have to wipe their behind with their hand. So they buy all the toilet paper off the shelf. Forget the soap. For some reason, they don't need no soap. They bought all the toilet paper. That's what they want. Toilet paper. Which is fine. You need toilet paper. But my point is, bulk season is very important. Bulk season is something that you have to, what they would say, hunker down to do, to make sure for these next couple months, I'm prepared to weather the storm. And not only weather the storm, I'm going to do it in a champion fashion. Why is this important? Dr. Champagne, what are you talking about? Why do I need to know about bulk season? Well, if you need to know about it, because if there is something you're trying to get to or get through, you need to know the tools and skills that are a prerequisite in order to even conquer the season. Not just get through, not just fly by, no, to conquer the season. Especially if this is a season you have to go through, regardless of your money or your time or whatever. This is a season where you can't run from it. You need to bulk up. And you have to do it. And nobody can do it for you. And within bulk season, you learn a lot about yourself, about your patience, about your tenacity, about your will. You learn, are you going to quit on yourself, or are you going to prepare yourself to get over it, to get over the hurdle, to get to the spring, or whatever your bulk, is. And that's important. Off a job, in a job, it doesn't matter. Your bulk is very important to understand. I need to do this now. I need to do this today, because this thing that's coming towards me is not running away, and I have to conquer it like a champion, like a warrior. And many times you may not get a team to help you do this. Many times you are your team. You are your strongest soldier. So in order to have that exponential growth, that wellness, that health, that love, you have to be the best version of yourself, even when things transition. Bulk season. Even when things transition, I need to figure out, what do I need to do to prepare for this season, bulk season, snow, whatever it may be, rain, whatever it may be, hurricane, whatever it may be. I'm preparing for this season. The next topic will be communication. Now, many people will say communication, especially within bulk season, they will say, well, I need some walkie-talkies. My cell phone need to be paid. My whatever gadgets you have needs to work. But also within communication, especially person to person, business to business, however your relationships go, you need to find value in these communications, where when you're touching, you got to make sure it's valuable. Can't be wasting time just chatty patty on the phone, on the walkie-talkie, out in public. The lifestyle of just socializing out with other people, I'm not saying it's dead, but it's definitely dying, or is almost dead, because people are not finding value in it. People are suppressed in their mind. They're suppressed in their emotions. They're suppressed in a lot of things. And the only thing that's going to make them release that suppression is catastrophe. Now, I'm not looking for catastrophe, but what I am teaching is learning your communication style, the value that you bring, and what's valuable to you, and how to really learn how to hone in on your skill, your ability, and don't allow people to trick you out your skill and ability. Don't allow people to use you as a puppet for your skill and your ability. You got to use it on your own merit. Because many times people would try to use your skill as if they are you, and they're not you. They don't know you, they don't know your relationships, and they don't know what it takes for you to sustain those relationships. And the people that don't respect you and what it takes to sustain that relationship or job or colleague or cohort, whatever it may be, those people don't value you at all. Well, Dr. Champagne, they could be in a bind and they just nervous. And well, I understand that. But guess what? They don't value you enough to understand when you tell them you're working on it, you're working on it. When you tell them, hey, I got to go through some links and bounds to get what I need to get, it may not be easy because I'm not giving this to you. I have to go through other means of communication to find the value, to make sure the value that I'm trying to extract from respects me enough to even provide me resources to even give to you. That's a lot to go through. So communication is very important. Communication is top tier. And they say money talk, which it does. But a lot of things that are said are quiet. A lot of things that are said are quiet, such as your just natural facial expression, such as your posture, such as your declining a call, not showing up to an event that you was invited to. You didn't RSVP, you just didn't show up. You got the invitation, looked at it, not for me. That part of my life is done. You have to be so grounded in who you are and what your vision is to the point where people can't talk you out of where you're going, who you're becoming, and they can't get in the block or they can't get in the way of your vision. Don't tell them your vision, number one, but they can't get into the perimeter. You have blocked out all distractions for yourself, for your family, for your business, whatever you're doing, because you're communicating, I'm focused. You're communicating, I don't have time for your nonsense or the socialism. And then the last one is location. It's all about location. Shout out to real estate. And even if you don't feel like you're in a high real estate market or low real estate market, your location says a lot for your own situation. Your location and the value of that location is for you, for your exponential growth, for your wellness, for your health. And that right there has to be determined by yourself. Do I want to travel far from work? Do I want to be close to work so I can go home for lunch? Do I want to be close to downtown area so I can happy hour and do whatever you want to do? That's important, and those are decisions that you have to make for your life, for your lifestyle, for your family if you have a family, for your entertaining purposes if you like to entertain and have people in your home. Exponential growth, wellness, health, and love is something that you have to cultivate. Currently, we're in a state where environmental cultivation of people is hard to do. To just buying a home is not enough. Getting an apartment is not enough. Because you can't create an environment for what you're trying to grow. And what do I mean by that? Can't create an environment for what you're trying to grow. So if you're trying to grow an environment that's safe, where I can have family and friends over, where I can do this and that, and not have people mad at me because of my car or their car or this, that, and the third, that means you need to figure out a way or space to make sure that this right here, this location is so valuable, is so of your own, to the point where you can't tell me I'm causing a problem. You can't tell me I'm in the wrong. Because once you tell me that, that lets me know you're in my business. You're on my property, is how you know. And so that's called trespassing. Now, although this sounds like a home ownership thing or you need to buy acres of land thing, no. This is a internal thing where internally I have grown. Internally, I know what is conducive to my health, wealth, and love. Internally, I know that I cannot allow these to be around me, communicate with me, or be a part of my bulk season because they provide zero value. Their value is so small or non-existent to the point where even acknowledging them is taken away from me. The mere fact that they have known me was a blessing, but it's not a part of my future. Transformation is something that you have to go through. Transformation is something that is uncomfortable. Transformation is something that allows for exponential growth, allows for communication to improve. And to go back on communication, you may have to figure out ways to do it where it's uncomfortable for everybody. Lastly, in regards to communication, sometimes, when you walk into a store, if people still do that, I don't, shopping in a store, in a mall or whatever, sometimes you have those people or customers or, just individuals where you can show them the big picture. This nice jacket on the wall, it's $299, $299. I think it'll look good on you. I know the price is steep, but that's the vision I have for you. And sometimes you have to not show people the jacket on the wall. It's too big of a vision for them because they're micro people. They're microscopic people in the sense of they're so nosy. They're so in your business. They're so trying to see behind the curtains, behind the shower curtains, underneath your bed sheets, to the point where I'm not going to show you what's on the wall. I'm going to drop everything on the floor for you. None of the clothes. I'm not hanging up no clothes. All the clothes are on the floor because I want you to dig them out. Because that's how nosy you are. That's how it ends other people's business that you are. I'm going to make sure all the clothes are on the floor because you don't deserve clothes that's on the wall, up there at the top rack. You deserve things on the floor. Micro, nano. You don't deserve that. And some people say, well, Dr. Champagne, why would you say that? Why would you say they don't deserve it? Because some people are so negative, are so insecure and impoverished in their own spirit to where anything of high value they cannot never receive. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to wash it, air dry it. They don't have the capacity for those items. Sure, they may have them in their closet, fine, whatever. But in regards to serving them or giving them anything, or even being in collusion or in a community with them, you can't be in community with them. You need to let them go shop at Hudson's. You need to let them go to somewhere that fits them. You need to understand that everybody cannot get that jacket up there. Not because they can't afford it with their little card, with credit card, whatever. It's not that. No. Once you realize that these people need communication on the ground, and you're not on the ground, you need to get away from them, because they will only pull you down to the ground where they're located at. They will never try to come up to where you are with that jacket. They will always be at the ground. And even when they talk to you, the whole time they're trying to pull you down. Well, I can't understand. Well, let me see. Well, those are not your people. They're not your people. You will not have to bring it to the ground for the people that are your people. You can keep it up there where that jacket's located, and you can go higher than that. But the people that are nano, micro, that are very small, they will always bring you to the ground. It's one thing to build something on the ground and bring it up. But those people don't build nothing and bring it up. They always find something that's up and bring it down. They bring it down to their location, because that is where their value is located, on the ground. My name is Dr. Champagne. My phrase is keep it champagne. Champion mentality, ability to adapt, seek knowledge for self, inspire in spirit, speech and behavior are to be of high quality or best version of self. This is my first message of 2026. I'm expecting exponential growth in my life and everything around me that I come in contact with. I hope anybody that hears my message understand this is not to be in malice or deceit or envy or anything like that. No jealousy, no harm. But I want to make sure I express and explain that everybody that's around you is not going up high with you. Everybody that's around you is not trying to seek a better life. Some people that surround you are only trying to pull you down. They're not seeking Christ at all. They're not seeking anything. And you have to be mindful of who you keep around you at all times, even if they're strangers, even if you're at the grocery store. Look who's around you. Make sure that you need to be understanding that everybody sees you. You are not invisible. People see you and will behave in their own mind. And you have to always be on guard. Keep it champagne.